Happy New Year, everyone! This is Miyoko, and welcome to my Art Heart Monday series. This is a vlog that's meant to be from a beginner intermediate artist for other beginning intermediate artists. If you're an established artist and you've come here anyway, cool, that's awesome, thank you so much! Okay, so did you do an art compilation this year? Compilation? I think that's how you say it, compilation. How did it make you feel? Do you think your style really changed or that you improved over 2017? For me, I took a look at my art and I felt like I hadn't really improved over the past year. I didn't even think that my style changed a whole lot. I was feeling really down about my art and telling myself that my art had gone nowhere. I'd wasted the past 2 years of my life trying to get into this anime art scene, just so I can, just to improve my art and just, make something for myself. And I was just feeling really down about it. And I wonder if you guys were feeling this way as well. So I've been dwelling on it a little bit more, and I realized I forgot something that was really important. So it was especially more towards the end of last year, I set up all of these different challenges for myself, especially starting with Inktober. Just to practice lining. So Inktober 2 years ago was just me trying to get comfortable using pens, and so my goal for 2017 was to practice lining my art and doing a good job with that, especially focusing on line thickness and things like that. I also started working with different mediums and understanding how student grade tools worked in regards to blending and shading. And then even at the same time as that, I was understanding how good lighting can make my art look, it sounds terrible, but make my art look marketable on Instagram. And marketable doesn't mean people want to buy it per se, but marketable in the sense that I look at it or someone will look at it and it'll look better than what I'd been doing previously, which was essentially just really poor indoor lighting. Although I'm sure many of you can tell with daylight savings, my images have been suffering a lot because I work from 8 to 4 most days, so by the time I got out of work, there was no light to take pictures of my art. So that was a little hard, but summer's coming, so it should be good again. And these were all things that I was learning, but they didn't show up in my art compilation for 2017. And these are things that are really hard to show in just one picture a month. If I had chosen to focus on pieces I hated from each month, I'm pretty sure I'd see a huge difference in the kind of really nasty picture from January and the really nasty picture from December. I'm sure I would have seen they would have both looked really terrible to me, but I'm sure that the one from December would look less terrible than the one from January. And so I just want to say that we're all on this learning journey, and I don't know if others feel this way, but I often feel like I'm not learning fast enough and I'm not spending enough time on it. But even though I feel that way, there are things that show that I'm growing. I'm so much more comfortable working with traditional and digital media. I can fill up an entire sketchbook page rather than just a tiny corner. I understand what the marker tool inside is actually trying to do and what its limitations are, which blows my mind because last year I didn't even understand what the marker tool was trying to do, and it wasn't until I worked with markers where I was like, oh my goodness, this makes so much more sense now. I've gotten a better handle on understanding how objects fit in a space when you're just limited to a sheet of paper. How do you make it look you look at a piece of art and there's depth to it. It's not just a 2D, it is a 2D image, but it still has to create this idea that it's taking up space. So if anything, I just failed at making an art compilation, but at least I didn't fail at art, so I feel a lot better than I did before. So now, I have all these plans and all these things that I really want to do. I'm excited and a little bit nervous to move forward, but I know that even if I fail, I can manage it. And in the same way, I hope that you guys will also realize that you've come a long way from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, before, you even considered drawing. Like, there are amazing things out there waiting for you, and I'm really excited to see where we're all headed. So tell me more about, your year in review down in the comments below. Don't be afraid to push yourself a little bit and then, rest this year. And I know this year will be a really good year for your art. I'll be excited to read your comments. Keep doing your best, and I'll see you next time.